No matter what we do, who we are, where we stay, each and every one of us has this feeling within that I have not yet become as I wish to be. I have not yet done what I wish to do. I have not yet felt the happiness that I need to feel. And that is why I need to progress further. The urge to become better, the urge to grow is universal and common to all humankind. Very often, people get stuck in the fixed mindset. I have already grown and I can grow no further. But that is a pity, because human life is meant for progress. If you cannot reach the ultimate goal, at least move ahead from where you were at the beginning of life with what you came, so that your life becomes a success. In the year 1900, the high jump record stood at 6 feet 2 inches. However, in the 1960s, there came a gentleman called Dick Fosbury. He said, I can jump much higher. I will use the flip technique. He called it the Fosbury flip. So everybody used to jump facing the bar. They would take their feet over first. He said, I will take my head over first. People said, what are you talking about? They nicknamed it as the Fosbury flop. It will be a flop show. But he refused to let his enthusiasm get dampened. And in 1968, he broke the world record in high jump, which today stands at 8 feet and 1/4 of an inch. One philosopher, Oliver Wendell Holmes, speaking about the beauty of this mind, he said, the mind once expanded to the dimension of new ideas never returns to its original size. So always think growth. One world famous architect, Frank Lloyd Wright, he made many classic world famous monuments in various cities. He was asked, which is your best building which you have designed? He said, my next one. That is the growth mindset. Always thinking progress. Medical science tells us our brain has got 100 billion neurons and we use only 10% of our mental capacity. There is still so much of scope for growth. Somebody said, what is the biggest impediment to tomorrow's progress? It's today's accomplishment. Today you got an accomplishment, I have done it. I have already become deputy manager. But we need to always keep thinking progress. However, once we decide that I need to grow, the question arises, how? What is the meaning of growth? It depends on how you define success. So what is success? Everybody is giving their own ideas of what success is. So I'll tell you, this is how you should define it. Success should have 3 aspects to it. The first one is to feel good. We all want happiness. That is the innate yearning of all of us. One Jewish rabbi called Joshua Liebman, he has written in his memoirs that when he was a young man, he made his planning for life. These are my attainables. And then he took that list to a wise man in his neighborhood and said, this is what I wish to achieve in my life. What do you think about my planning? The wise man looked at the list and smiled. He said, all this is very nice. Good education, wonderful wife, nice children. But there's one thing missing. And without that, it's all zeros. What is that one thing? Peace, happiness, contentment. Ultimately, the bottom line is we all want to be happy. So the first aspect then of success is to feel good. And how will you feel good? When you become good. When you try to be the best person that you can be. Intuitively, we all love divine qualities. Kindness, justice, honesty, truthfulness, compassion. These are the qualities of God. And as His little parts, we are innately drawn to these qualities. That is why everybody loves truthfulness. You may say, Swamiji, I don't think so. I was cheated by such and such person and I found that guy telling lies. How are you saying everybody loves truthfulness? When Karna's chariot wheel got stuck in the mud during the Mahabharata, Lord Krishna told Arjun, take aim and shoot in his back. When he has his chest to you, you won't be able to kill him. He is very powerful. Karna heard Lord Krishna. Karna's ears were very powerful. He's called Karna. So he said, Shri Krishna, you are Bhagavan, God. And you are teaching 400 BC, 420, cheating to Arjun. What kind of God are you? In the Vedas, you have declared Kshatriya Dharma, the dharma of warriors. Don't shoot anybody in the back. Don't shoot them under the belt. Don't hit women. Don't shoot after sunset. Sri Krishna said, Karna, if you are so fond of dharma, why did you take the side of the adharmic Kauravas? Where was your dharma when the Pandavas' right was being snatched away? Where was your dharma when Draupadi was being humiliated? You yourself took the side of Duryodhan, and from us you are expecting dharma. Karan, what dharma did you follow? So no matter what adharma we do, from others we want dharma. I may steal, but nobody should steal from me. From others, we want kindness, compassion, justice, honesty, because these are the qualities of God. So what I'm trying to say is, intuitively, all of us realize that we need to be good. How will you feel good? When you are good. How will you be happy? When you try to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Further, third aspect to it, to do good. We all wish to do good. If we are not doing good, again the happiness will not come. There was a woodcutter. He used to work at $12 an hour. One social researcher did an experiment and he said, come over to my lumberjack farm. I will offer you double the salary, $24 an hour. The woodcutter said, all right, I'm interested in money. The social researcher gave him an axe and said, here, you will cut this tree, but you will not use the sharp edge. You will use the round portion of the iron head. Now the redwood, California, if you start hitting with the round portion, there is no way you're going to cut it. So the woodcutter said, then how will I bring it down? The researcher said, doesn't matter, I'm giving you $24 an hour. All right, I want the money. So he went and started hitting the tree. Now, what will that iron do to this huge tree? He did it for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. On the 6th day, he came to the researcher and put the axe before him. I resign. The researcher said, "Why? You are getting double the salary." "Yes, but this is no fun. I need to see the chips flying. I need to see my work creating a difference. If it's not making a difference, I'll not be contented." So similarly, you may be an IT professional, you may be a doctor, an accountant, an advocate, a housewife, whatever you are, you want to see your work making a difference to others, to this world, in whatever way. If the chips are not flying, again you are discontented. That is why the third aspect of success then is to do good. So this is how I define success then. To be the best person you can be. To do the best that you can do. And as a result of that, to feel the best that you can feel.
In daily sadhana, Swami Mukundananda will be your personal spiritual coach and will help you learn and practice spirituality. Visit mydailysadhana.org to learn more and start your spiritual practice today.